you train expecting that someday there may be a catastrophe, but living it is something I don't think you ever fully are prepared for.
We walk into the building, take care of our patients, do what we have to do, but on the inside, we're suffering.
We just went from one patient to another without having any time between to process what just happened.
It's made me almost rethink my career choice, rethink what it is to be a nurse.
Describe for me the toll that this has taken on you emotionally and mentally.
I don't honestly know if I've been this tired in my life. We're all tired emotionally, intellectually, spiritually. I meet criteria for mild depression. There are emotional places in my ICU I don't like going past because of cases I remember. I'm a 24-year-old with children who died from a stroke, a 25-year-old man who died with his parents and his wife at his bedside. Still hard.
I have terrible insomnia. I experience nightmares. I close my eyes and I see the patient that I took care of last. I see the images of suffering, and I think that's going to scar me for life.
Nightmares about my previous assignment, did I do everything that I need to do? I feel like the anxiety is kind of just following me into sleep, and so I'm not getting adequate rest.
We tried to fall asleep, but my mind was completely replaying what I went through throughout the day. Would I really have to decide who lives and who dies?
I think surprisingly, we found that about over 50% of individuals had acute stress disorder, which may develop actually in post-traumatic stress disorder. We also found that nearly half of our participants developed depressive symptoms.
Am I going to live tomorrow? Will I bring this home to my family? What am I going to do? Just questions.
Having to kind of absorb what family members would usually absorb, where they're at the end of life, and so now we're absorbing that grief in those moments and maybe multiple times in a shift. So that's difficult.
Do you worry about PTSD?
A lot. For the most part, I may be exhibiting slight symptoms of PTSD. I can feel a difference in my personality because I'm usually a bubbly person, and I think I've lost that.
My fuse is shorter. I'm more irritable. I think I'm just frayed. It's like being a rope where you just twist and eventually you fray.
Why do you think it's so difficult for healthcare workers and medical professionals to talk about issues around mental health, like depression, anxiety, fear?
We're kind of expected to just suck it up, to compartmentalize everything we see. We feel as though we won't be valued in our profession if we speak on what we live with on our daily lives and what's kind of part of us.
The white coat makes a great straitjacket that we don't talk about the things we need to, and that needs to stop.
Right now in COVID, the idea of being the healthcare hero really adds this increased burden on individuals.
When you see these billboards of healthcare heroes and our heroes wear scrubs and so on and so forth, and you look at yourself and you realize I'm no hero. I'm broken, I'm hurting. It's just another point of self-critique that I am supposed to be this hero now, and I'm not. And it's another point of pain.
We're seen as resilient, that we're unbreakable, and if we don't address what we have going on internally, it's really difficult to adequately care for our patients.
COVID-19 has provided us an ability to talk about our own vulnerabilities and to say, that's okay, because from vulnerability, actually, that's the birthplace for courage. It's a birthplace of joy. And I think it's really, really important to be okay with that.